From Mezco 112, and he's brand new, GI Joe Roadblock is here for review. Roadblock does love a good rhyme. So welcome back to TAKTAK Toys With Film. And in this video, let's look at Mezco 112 Roadblock. He's a chef, a soldier, and I'll be honest with you, he's a great action figure as well. But we're going to get into that a little bit more. Here he is, smiling at his own review. So he's absolutely loving it, and let me tell you, he's a great figure. Yeah. So welcome back to TAKTAK Toys With Film. TAKTAK Toys With Film, your home of 6-inch movie-based action figures: GI Joe Classified, Valorous Action Force, Operation Monster Force, and in this case, Mezco 112 GI Joe Roadblock. Yo, Joe. So first off, let's get into it a bit more. So welcome back to TAKTAK Toys With Film. As I say, this video is not for kids, so just keep that in mind. And we're going to be looking at a Mezco 112 figure, and in particular a GI Joe one, and it's Mezco 112 GI Joe Roadblock. So let's have a look at the packaging first off. And as you can see here, here's the front of the box. You get that classic looking artwork here at the front with the Roadblock. On the side it says Roadblock and GI Joe and Mezco 112, and it actually says that on both sides of the packaging. So you see that here. On the back, you get that classic image of Roadblock with the sort of 1980s explosion on the back, and then sort of that classic artwork of Roadblock, the same as Destro had that on his Cobra one. And again, same thing on the other side. You've got Roadblock, GI Joe, and Mezco 112. And on the top, it says GI Joe. And it's a lovely looking box, very sort of nostalgic of the 1980s artwork. And we're going to get into it in a minute. Let's open that bad boy up and see what's inside. So upon opening the box, you get Roadblock out of the package, and my god, he's a fantastic figure, I can say it already. I mean, look at that grin. Great head sculpts, great accessories, really nice paint apps, all round a fantastic figure. This is one of the alternate heads I put on him. He doesn't come with all this on him outside the box, so he comes out with his vest and trousers out the box and without the helmet, so you kind of have to add all these pieces onto him. The sort of pouches on his thighs, they clip onto his belt, as you can see here. One stores a handgun. You've got his sort of machine gun there. You've got the firing sort of accessories. And let's put him in the soldier pose to go over the articulation. So here he is in sort of soldier pose. The head doesn't move too much actually, the up and down, but side to side you can go in a full, you can actually go full 360 degrees, you can imagine. Arms, so you go up and down a little bit. Arms go out to a T-pose, as you'll see in a moment. Full T-pose. You got full wrist rotation. It was a little stiff, the sort of shoulder rotation, I should say. Just a little stiff. Just going to adjust the lighting in the video here to give you a bit of better lighting, so bear with me while I do that. Okay, there we go, So, the shoulder, a little bit of kind of stiffness, just slightly, but it does go all the way around. But you probably want to be a little bit careful when you go around. Remember, these are high-end figures. Fully double jointed elbows, and they look fantastic. Full 360 degree wrist rotation. There you go. So obviously there's no cloth to hinder any articulation on the arms at that point because he's wearing a vest. Again, same thing on the other side. So you've got the 360 degree rotation at the shoulder. It goes out to a T-pose again. Little bit stiff, like I said, but great double jointed elbow there. Full 360 degree wrist rotation. And let's go move on. So you've got a little bit of an ab crunch, as you see there, just a little bit, not too much. Obviously the vests will hinder it, and he does come with two different type of vests, but we're going to get into that a bit further. And you've got the legs can go out. You've got double jointed knees. You've got a boot cut, as you can imagine. Now, obviously, the articulation here is hindered by the cloth costume. So, you like with all Mezco 112, you wouldn't be able to, see this articulation. You have to be a bit careful with it, depending on how you want to look after your figure. So, again, double jointed knees. You've got a boot cut. You've got ankle rockers. He probably does have thigh cuts. I just wasn't able to tell really. That's the thing about Mezco 112 figures. Sometimes I can't always tell. But that's basically his articulation. There you go, his articulation scheme. So. And look at that grin. Isn't that a fantastic bit of character added to his face? So there we go. Here he is sort of in battle, loving every minute of it. So as I say, he's got the sort of, the accessories come with those firing weapon sort of accessories. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. So let's have a look what Roadblock comes with. So obviously you've got the helmet first off. It's got a beautiful colour scheme on it. Lovely different greens on the helmet. Pops very easily onto the head, so you'll see that in a minute. I'll just pop it, there we go, pop it straight onto the head. A little bit tight, but it does fit on fairly easily, so you can have him obviously without the helmet or with it if you want. This is his machine gun, again with the sort of firing effect that Mezco does with a lot of their weapons. So yeah, here's his machine gun, lovely paint apps again, sort of, you know, you can see all the sort of metallic parts, like the metallic bits here and there. Yeah, don't know if dry brushing is the right word, but it's been painted beautifully. Maybe a bit of dry brushing here and there, but really, really nicely painted sort of weaponry. And that's one thing, the paints on these are great. So here's the blast effects with a bullet at the end, as you can see here. You get 3 of these with Roadblock, so that's 1 or 2 of them there. You can fit these into all of his weapons, by the way, as well. So yeah, this is the machine gun that you have to actually build. So you have to build this out the package. So obviously, I guess you can actually, he can hold it rather than have it mounted, but you can mount it as a sort of separate weapon, a bit like what it reminds me of the film Aliens. You know the film Aliens, where the Marines sort of have those kind of machine guns that take out the xenomorphs. In fact, Roadblock in this look kind of looks like he'd be at home in the Aliens film, but yeah, so you can actually build that and have it kind of firing as well. As I say, he comes with that machine gun you can hold, comes with a handgun, he comes with a knife, comes with grenades. You're going to see, here's the other, the more sort of classic backpack, not backpack, more classic kind of vest, that's the right word. So you got those 2 looks. Obviously you can have this sort of look that's similar to the classified. Both of these have been in classified actually, but that you can put the vest on him if you want. You can have him like this with the kind of harness, which I've got him here. I actually prefer him with the harness, but both looks are great. Again, Mezco have done a fantastic job on this figure. I mean, the Destro figure is quite good, but this is leaps and bounds. This is even better. I mean, I'd actually say this might be my figure of the year, but we'll see. Comes with a backpack here, which you can actually store things in. So you can unlock this backpack and kind of store things. Now, I broke the lock by accident when I was trying to open it, so do be careful when you're sort of going through all the accessories. Here's the sort of piece that the backpack actually attaches and then would attach to him. So it's a little bit fiddly, I'll be honest, to attach to him, but you can do it with a bit of sort of, it's got a few hooks and things that it can actually hook onto the back of Roadblock's body. But yeah, so you got a few different options basically to kit him out. This is one of the great things about Mezco 112 action figures. They come stocked with sort of accessories and options, and obviously being a GI Joe figure, you can only imagine he comes with tons of accessories. So he's got a few different head sculpts. He's got this one here, that's sort of a grimacing kind of head sculpt. Yeah, so I apologize, I've washed the heads a little bit. I wash everything out of the package just to give it a quick clean, so that's why it may look a bit wet. And he's got a more serious look, which initially that's how he came in the package, with that kind of more serious look, but I wanted to swap out the heads, give him a bit of character, give him a kind of menacing looking smile as he's blasting bad guys, blasting Cobra soldiers away on the battlefield. But yeah, then here's one of the other blast effects. Like I mentioned, it's got a bullet at the end, which the sort of Mezco 112 blast effects are known for, or weapons blast effects are known for. So you've got 3 of those. Like I say, you can put 2 into both guns. He comes with 5 grenades. I think it's 5 or 6 grenades. There might have been 6, but yeah, couple of grenades. And then you've got the different hand options, as you can see here. So you can kind of have all sorts of different hand options. You've got trigger hands, which I've put on him. He came with fisted hands in the box, so you've got all the sort of slightly different shaped hands for, you know, gripping hands, sort of more open palmed hands, fisted hands, all those kind of things. And basically you can, you know, tons of accessories to load your Roadblock as you see fit, basically. Yeah, again, you get a bag with Mezco 112 that you can store all these weapons in and accessories and things, so that's always helpful. You get a little baggie from Mezco 112, always very helpful for that kind of thing. So again, if you have a look, yeah, like I say, you just get tons of hands. I think this is one of the fisted hands that came on Roadblock in the actual box when he came out of the package. So yeah, I mean, plenty of hand options. You really can't fault Mezco 112. There you go, more of an open palmed hand, as you can see there. You really can't fault Mezco 112 when they give you loads of hand options and head options. Yeah, so you really are spoilt for choice. Whatever kind of options you want to keep, that's a fist option again, so you can have him punching Cobra troopers, or, you know, sort of Destro or something like that if you want, in your sort of toy photography or on the shelf. Again, another fist. So plenty of fisting going on here. So yeah, plenty of options to keep your Roadblock, you know, give your Roadblock loads of different looks, either in toy photography or on the shelf, both head sculpts and hands, and plenty of accessories. As you can see there, grenades, weapons, blast effects, you name it, Roadblock comes with it. And again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Have you got Mezco 112 Roadblock on pre-order? Hoping to get him? Let me know in the comments below. And let's do some comparisons. So, of course, the first off comparison that we need to do is with the Mezco 112 Destro. This is another excellent figure. Here they are both blasting away on the battlefield. So these are the only two Mezco 112 GI Joe figures we've got at the moment. I presume it's Snake Eyes next. But Roadblock is a massive improvement over Destro, which is an already decent figure. Destro's a decent figure, but Roadblock's fantastic. And here they are going into battle against one another, doing sort of Matrix style, close kind of gunfighting. So who'll make it out alive? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. But hopefully both of them make it to the end of this video. Let's find out. And so yeah, let's do some comparisons with GI Joe Classified. So let's have a look at Classic Bazooka. So you can see here how a Destro Roadblock, sorry, in Mezco 112 scale kind of scales with GI Joe Classified, about the same kind of size. You know, maybe you want your Roadblock to be slightly larger. I'm completely happy with this kind of scale. And here they are going into battle together, and just look at Roadblock's smile. He's happy to be in the thick of it there, blasting away at Cobra Forces. And I used the accessory from Scrap Iron there in Bazooka's Bazooka. Here he is against Firefly. So this is a classic Firefly which we've had recently in GI Joe Classified. So again, you can see how this Mezco 112 Roadblock stacks up against GI Joe Classified, and it's basically, you know, scaled exactly the same kind of scale. Again, if you want Roadblock to be slightly bigger, you can go with the Classified version, but there's so much personality in this Mezco 112 GI Joe Roadblock. I highly recommend the Mezco 112 Joes if you are a GI Joe collector. And here he is on the battlefield. Firefly's throwing all his explosives at Roadblock, but it's not doing any good. Roadblock's still, you know, going into battle like a crazy mofo in the midst of explosives. And here we go next to Gung Ho. So this is Classified Gung Ho. So again, as you can see, I have sort of like posed Roadblock there. So yeah, Roadblock will look a bit shorter because he's posed, but they are about the same height. You'll see in the next upcoming bit, I've put Roadblock in a more kind of a vanilla pose or a neutral pose, and you'll see that they do sort of scale about the same scale. But again, he fits in excellently with a Classified collection. You know, if you do want to go for the sort of more reasonable priced option, you can go with the Classified one. Here he is pointing out enemies to Gung Ho on the battlefield. But as I say, you know, I think the Mezco Joes have so much personality. And just for something different, let's put him next to a Mafex brown and yellow Wolverine, my favourite costume on Wolverine. So let's go through a few different lines here, looking at how he scales with a few different lines. So this is how he scales with your Mafex, with brown and yellow Wolverine. And again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. So yeah, that's some comparisons. Let's do a few more. Here he is next to McFarlane's Chaos Space Marine. So these are 7-inch scale figures, the McFarlane Space Marines. Don't know if that line's been put on sort of stop or anything, because we've not had a few from McFarlane in a while. But as you can see here, he scales pretty appropriately, and it does look like something out of Aliens come next to the Chaos Space Marine. But he would actually be really, you know, at home in a sort of NECA Xenomorph collection, or fighting NECA Xenomorphs. Here he is next to GI Joe Classified Barbecue, the Marauders Barbecue. So again, he scales really well with GI Joe Classified. I think I'm going to be all in with these Mezco 112 Joes because they're absolutely fantastic. I mean, Destro was quite good. Roadblock's amazing. And so if Snake Eyes, who's next to anything like Roadblock, we're in for a treat. Here he is next to a Valaverse figure. This is a Valaverse Delta Trooper of my own sort of design. I've put one of Flint's berets on this Delta Trooper to make him a kind of more specialized trooper. But yeah, this is how Mezco 112 GI Joe Roadblock scales with Valaverse Action Force. So again, they complement each other really well. And let's put it next to some Delta Troopers in the more classic look. So again, let's not get them shooting up, you know, their guns are so close. We could have sort of friendly fire there, so let's position them a bit better. But yeah, as you can see, Mezco 112 GI Joe Roadblock, he sort of scales excellently with your Valaverse Action Force as well. And if you want to see one of my latest videos, you can check out my GI Joe Classified Agent Helix review on the channel, and I'll put a link in the comments below for that video. So I got mine from Whole Shebang, and I got my GI Joe Mezco 112 Roadblock from TAKTAK Toys. But for great other YouTube channels, I'm going to bring up some now. Again, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. And for all the latest Marvel Legends news, reviews and live streams, you can check out Dan Who Reviews with co-host Rich M. And of course you can check out Turtles and Tea with Dan and Tanner. And you can check out Joe's and Juice with Dan, Mini Plastic Multiverse and myself, talking all the latest GI Joe classified news. And we're going to do our top 10 sort of GI Joes of the year at some point soon. It's closing in the end of the year now. So yeah, look forward to that. I do believe Dan will be talking to Emily from the GI Joe team very soon, so you get to enjoy that hopefully. But yeah, you know, it wouldn't be fitting talking about Joes and Jews without on a you know, a Mezco 112 GI Joe Roadblock video. And for action figure reviews in the UK, check out Jay's Toy Collection UK. I'll put a link to his latest live stream in the comments below. So yeah, you can check out all his reviews, and he's quite a, you know, a collector. He may be picking this up actually. I think he's got Destro in his collection, so this may be one he's picking up. Check out Miguel and the Wolfpack Toy Review, and feel free to check out AC Toy Design and all his customs, and you can check out his Patreon if you want to for all things Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions and more. Check out Trevor the 1/6 Shooter. For action figure reviews in Ireland, you can check out Brian's action figure reviews, and you can also check out Agent Z-Man, and feel free to check out Dante and the Infinity Equation. And for action figure toy photography tips and tricks, you can check out Photo Dave and Toy Pics. And for all that is pop music covers, you can check out Elson Official Music. And for film reviews and sort of action figure pickups, you can check out Cypher Sigma. And again, I'll put links to all these YouTube channels in the comments below. And you can check out Why So Serious Toys. And feel free to check out the 3POA podcast for action figure chat and pop culture discussion. And like I say, I picked up my Mezco 112 GI Joe Roadblock at TAKTAK Toys. I'm going to talk about all the great places you can check out for pickups. But of course, feel free to check out Pixels and Plastic, Big Wheel Pixels and Plastic. And again, links for all these YouTube channels in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. And yes, like I say, I picked up my copy of my Roadblock from TAKTAK Toys. He's also available at Comics and Cocktails, and he's also available at the Whole Shebang. And you can of course check out In Demand Toys, and again I'll put links to all these excellent UK independent retailers in the comments below. And feel free to check out Valaverse.com, and their Legend of the White Dragon action figures have gone up for pre-order, coming out in April 2024, and you can check out Valaverse.com in the comments below. And check out Invincible Toys and their futuristic combat soldiers on Big Bad Toy Store, and I'll put a link to them in the comments below. And you can check out Gobsmack Comics, and feel free to check out Props and Replicas. And of course, for film and TV reviews, you can check out Film and TV Review and their YouTube channel and their website, and I'll put a link to the YouTube channel in the comments below. So that's my review of Mezco 112 Roadblock, GI Joe Roadblock. I haven't actually seen another review on YouTube, so maybe I'm one of the first. Let me know in the comments below, but let me know what you thought. Were you going to pick him up? Has this review changed your mind? You do want to pick him up now? Or are you not a collector? Do you only collect classified? Are you not a collector of Mezco 112 GI Joes? Let me know in the comments below. I think they're absolutely fantastic. I'm all in. This is a solid 9 or even 10 out of 10 for a figure as far as I'm concerned. It's great. Well, again, thanks for watching. You make all these videos possible. And until next time, just make sure that you enjoy those flicks and figs.